Alright, yo, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Richtofen, guys, another video for today. And of course, today's video, we're going to be talking about the Origins recap, which just released probably about 10 minutes ago on Treyarch's YouTube channel. Thankfully, I was actually looking about this, or I probably would have never even seen it until like the next day. And of course, possibly, this is going to be one of the first breakdowns, of course, of it. Now, this is very important. Of course, this is a recap of pretty much our characters' journeys, the Shadows of Evil characters as well, all the way from Origins. There's no Mob of the Dead, unfortunately, but it's of course from Origins all the way to the conclusion of Zombies, which now our characters are talking about the impending apocalypse that is about to happen and how Richtofen changed them with his grand scheme of plans. Max is not mentioned, neither the kids, which I thought was kind of unfortunate. Possibly they had some important information about the children. I find them very interesting and intriguing because we have so very little information of why they're there and why they are so important. So pretty much what first happens in the trailer is we have Takio talking about how Richtofen changed him, how blindly he was throughout his entire life, and how the Emperor could have betrayed him anytime because he was so loyal to the Emperor and of course respected and honored him as if he was his own father or some type of guiding hand in his life. Nikolai goes on to talk about some various stuff like war. He has to defeat this war, and we have Takio talking about the evil, the apocalypse, and of course the Apotheans is coming down and destroying stuff, and how no mortal person can of course destroy them, such evil creatures. And we have various of course scenes of like the Easter eggs and various trailers, memory trailers just flashing in the background, of course just summing up what happened, and of course this whole entire Black Ops 3 life cycle. And there are very interesting things in it. For example, the Rising Draka, Shadows of Evil, pretty much every single Easter egg in the cutscene is new and remastered pretty much. Of course we have the Shadows of Evil one, and of course this is like a highly rendered HD version of it. Of course in the game they have various limitations, and of course they can't just show something like that in the game because people can just rip it straight from the files, and there will be of course just like a spoiler, of course, and you would not even be necessary of course complete the Easter egg. So it's pretty much like a highly rendered version of the Shadows of Evil Easter egg, and we see shots that we did not see. Of course we see Richtofen grabbing the summoning key, and one of the shots in our Shadows of Evil characters actually like looking at him like what is going on, and that's a new shot because we did not see our Shadows of Evil characters. And another one is of course just pretty much every single Easter egg cutscene at the end where our characters of course die. Our 1.0 characters is of course highly rendered and remastered. Now we're getting on to the really good information. Now this is absolutely crazy, and I just cannot wait till Revelations of course does come out, because I believe this is part of the ending cutscene or possibly some type of new cutscene for Revelations. So pretty much the first shot we see of Revelations is of course Dempsey just sitting there. We see a background. Of course we know this is Revelations, and you really barely see it at all. There's really not much going on in the background, but the next two shots that we see of Revelations are so interesting, and they get me so hyped for the map. They're just absolutely crazy. Now of course our characters are talking about, in quotes, Richtofen says, "I will complete this," or "we will complete this," without the help of Dr. Monty. We see a shot of Dr. Monty looking around in his full model form, and of course there's like a giant apothecary worm or some type of creature of course in the background, and it seems to be that possibly Dr. Monty of course abandoned them, saying they cannot defeat this, so I'm just leaving, I'm ditching them. Of course, I'm gonna survive. So this could mean that, or possibly he is working with the apothecans or something like that, but I'm pretty sure he's just probably the first reason he just bailed out, because he said they're not completing this. Now the next shot is possibly the ending cutscene of Revelations. Now this of course is, we see a shot of the Shadow Man. It looks like he's all burnt, he's destroyed, he has kind of an orange glow to him, and he seems to have like a vest or like a chest piece or something like that, and it literally looks very similar to of course the gatekeepers. I was like, is he a gatekeeper? And I was like, I don't know, possibly it's another gatekeeper, but this seemed to be the Shadow Man. Now he has his energy charge, some type of electricity, and of course shocks Richtofen. I know, it's crazy. And then Richtofen says before this, destroy him now. Possibly this could be the demise of Richtofen. He ends up taking one from the crew, and of course saving the entire world or just the universe in general from the apothecans by doing this. And of course we see Revelations, the date when it comes out, and of course we have that classic zombie music. But anyway, without further ado, this is the conclusion of the Origins recap trailer. I hope every single last one of you guys did of course enjoy this video. Drop 5 or 10 likes, whatever likes you guys want to drop on this video, of course, for being one of the first breakdowns of this. And also feel free to drop a subscribe, is really highly appreciated, and I hope every single last one of you guys did of course had an amazing day, and peace out.